Hello again, it's Ross Gilbert. I am from PTCGRadio. I'm not going to do a big overblown intro every time. So, today I am showing you a Darkrai Hammers deck, Hammertime as it used to be called. On a recent podcast, I told you how I thought Darkrai Hammers might be a good shout for Nationals, because it's got a very strong matchup against Plasma, Kling Klang, and a couple other decks. So today I'm just going to show you a quick game where I played it. There's another game which I'll show you on hopefully the next video. So as you can see here, I start with Darkrai, I win the flip, and that is a very nice opening hand indeed. I can use the Ultra Ball to get rid of a couple of Dark Energy, and then what that does is it means I set myself up for Dark Patching later on. Now, as per normal with this deck, you're going to want a Sableye out, because turn 1 Junk Hunt is what you're looking for. So I can put my Sableye down, I can then pop the energy onto Darkrai, using his ability to give himself free retreat, and I've even got an energy switch in hand to put that energy onto Sableye after the Darkrai's retreated. So I've got my Junk Hunt sorted out. So I can get whatever I want, really. Now, I play Bicycle in this deck because it's supposed to be fast. So I play Bicycle for 3 more, I hit a Dark Patch, which is amazing, because not only do I get to use it to get an energy now, but I can Junk Hunt it, and there's another one already in there. So I can Junk Hunt a Dark Patch and Energy Switch, and I can guarantee myself the turn 2 Night Spear. And after all that, I've still got a Juniper. Now, to be honest, there's not a huge amount more I can really do with this hand there, but there's not really a huge amount more I want to do with that hand there. If I can Junk Hunt a Dark Patch and an Energy Switch, it's going to be looking like a pretty good turn. Now, you will notice my opponent started Black Coyote X, which means that barring some crazy rogue deck, he's playing Blastoise. And I did say that this deck would potentially have problems with Blastoise. I'm going to be hoping I can get a big lead, or I can end him late game, or maybe even use my Crushing Hammers to get rid of his lightning energy. But again, one of the problems with playing against Blastoise is energy removal doesn't really work. Because they use such a huge amount of energy on such a regular basis, one of their main tactics that they're going to be using is getting the energy back with energy retrieval and superior energy retrieval. So even if I can Crushing Hammer the lightning energy off, my opponent is likely to be able to just get it straight back again. So I know in this game it is going to be the fast start. So turn 1 he gets the Ultra Ball for the Squirtle, and he's going to be wanting to get multiple Squirtles down this turn. Now, one thing I should mention, I am recording this after the fact of the commentary. One of the reasons is here that there's so many terrible games you play online that after a while trying to commentate live just it grates. So you wait till I get a good game and then record the commentary afterwards. So he manages to catch up my Darkrai, which is actually a pretty good play because it's going to force me to have a second energy switch, but I actually end up with 3, so it's really not a problem. I can Dark Patch onto the Sableye, and then I can double energy switch to get my Night Spear. Now, he did Skylar for a Tropical Beach, that's now in the format, which is really, really good for the online. But he's only got a single Squirtle, and I've made this with Bicycle and with Random Receiver. So in theory, this is a very, very fast Darkrai deck, as you saw last turn. So, hopefully I'm going to be able to get my catcher, take out his lone Squirtle, put 30 on his Black Coyote X, and then I'm going to be starting to get a little bit of offense going. If I can take a few prizes before he gets going, I can go from Darkrai, my EX attacker that's going to give up 2 prizes, to my Absol, which is a non-EX attacker, so it only gives up that 1 prize, and hopefully I can make the prize trade work in my favour. So, draw an Absol there as it happens. So again, all I need here is a catcher. I'll get my attachment for the turn onto the Absol as well. It's a pretty good turn too. So I played a Bicycle for 2, and there's still no catcher, but I do get a Bicycle, so I'll play that Bicycle for another one. Still no catcher, but luckily I haven't played my supporter yet, so I play an N, which also gets rid of the 7 cards that he took from Tropical Beach and gives him only 6. But as you can see, I've drawn a load of stuff, and I just can't draw my catchers. I play 4 catcher in the deck. It's a deck built for speed. You've already seen, I don't know exactly how many cards I've played, but let's face it, I've played a lot of cards here. And nothing. Just no catcher. And that's the only card I really need here. Because if he can get a rare candy Blastoise next turn, he can start building up his energy. And it's going to be a quick win for him at this rate. So, I have killed his Black Kyurem. The Squirtle takes no bench damage because it's got that bench shield ability. I hit Tails on the Crushing Hammer, but it didn't really matter. Now you can see that. I think that's 23 cards in the discard there. Sorry, 15 cards in the discard. With all the ones on the board. If you say there's a catcher every 15 cards, I've gone through more than 15, but what can you do? Now he's there got a very nice turn 2. He's got the Blastoise, he's got 2 energy on his Black Kyurem EX, he draws another 2 off that N, and he Black Ballistas on his second turn to knock out my Darkrai. But I've got my Absol, I'm going to get an attack off here. But you can see this deck, it doesn't really have many answers to Blastoise. Without playing lasers, the Dark Claw doesn't really get any magic numbers. I'm now hitting him for 120. If I played lasers, maybe I could kill his only Blastoise. Hope he doesn't hit another rare candy Blastoise. Similarly, if he'd have put one more down on his bench, and that would have been bad play from him if he had. But if he did, I'd be able to capture and kill that Blastoise. As it stands, unfortunately, he's got that Blastoise, he's got another couple Squirtle there. So I'm going to be able to kill his Black Kyurem here. Absol's going to be hitting for 120 with that Dark Claw. But it's looking like he's going to have answers to me. Now I did Juniper there because I didn't really have much. Now I've got my Dark Patch that I can use. I've got 2 Dark Patch there that I can use to get a couple of energy back. I've got an Ultra Ball that I can use to get another Pokemon. But I'm currently only playing 2 Absol, and I don't really want to get another Darkrai out. But I've got 2 Absol fully charged. At this rate, my only real hope for victory is hoping he has a little bit of an energy drought. If I can keep ending him down to a low number of cards, I can hope that he can't keep drawing into his energy, knock out his Black Kyurem EXs, and hope I can win. Now, one of the brilliant things about Blastoise is it's got superior energy retrieval. One of those cards allows you to discard 2 from your hand, any 2 cards in your hand, draw 4 energy out of the discard. He's got his Blastoise on the field. If he can pull that off, he's got the KO with Black Kyurem. And as you can see, he's got it there. But he doesn't want to do that here. One of the real downsides about playing Blastoise with Darkrai is they can use their Black Kyurem EX to take out your Darkrai, but they've got to put a lot of energy into that. They've got to discard 3. And discarding 3 energy to take a prize, it's not the best idea. But with Caldeo, they can just put 3 energy on Caldeo, rush in, and he's going to be hitting me for 110 damage, which means he's going to kill my Absol this turn, and he's going to kill my Absol next turn. And then he's just going to be down to 2 prizes left. By that time, I'm not going to have actually killed his Black Kyurem EX. It's going to be half dead. And then, of course, I've got to kill his Caldeo as well. So, things looking very bleak for me here indeed. My deck's running fine. I'm keeping up my attackers. I haven't missed a turn of attacking yet. The deck is doing what it's designed to do. But against Blastoise, you have to deny them Blastoise, really. And I wasn't able to do that this game. He's got the Blastoise up there, and there's no point me going after his Blastoise, because he's got 2 more Squirtles on the bench, he's got his Tropical Beach in play, and without playing Verbank, I'm not playing a Counter Stadium. So really, I've got to try and just take it as attackers, hope he whiffs, because I'm not even one-hitting his Blastoise here. If I try and catch something up, he can just rush in with Caldeo. He's in a very dominant position. And I suppose what you can see here in this game is when Blastoise gets set up, Blastoise wins. Now, of course, there's things I can do. I did get rid of his Lightning Energy there with a Crushing Hammer. Were I playing against a Rayquaza deck and got rid of his Fire Energy, it might be a bigger deal. But, quite frankly, because they play so many energy retrieval cards in Blastoise nowadays, there's just nothing I can do. So I hit the Kyurem for 100. Obviously, I know that my Absol is going down next turn. That's inevitable. It's happening. I'm okay with it. I've got an energy switch there, and I've got an energy search. So if I can hit a Dark Patch, I can Dark Patch energy switch, and then just attach to the Darkrai as well. I'll be knocking out his Keldeo, and then I can try and hit his Black Kyurem before he kills my Darkrai. That's going to involve him whiffing energy in order for me to actually get to that point. And here's where he sets himself up with a superior energy retrieval, and there's now absolutely nothing I can do. My Absol is going down this turn. It's already dead. That leaves me with just a Darkrai, and there's nothing I can do. Because he can just rush in with Keldeo, retreat, and then kill my Darkrai with Black Kyurem EX. I'm not going to get a one-hit KO here. There's nothing I can do. He's got 2 attackers set up. Even if I could one-hit one of them, and I can't, but even if I could one-hit one of them, he's going to get the KO on me. So there's nothing I can do here. I am inevitably going to lose this game. And what I'm really showing you here is Blastoise, it sets up, it wins. Darkrai Hammers, I love the deck. Just after this, there should be a video coming up of me playing Rails. I won't ruin the result of it, but I'm going to show you, hopefully with a couple of games, that it can win. So I concede there, there's nothing I can do. Thank you very much for watching this. Don't forget to subscribe.